All right, welcome to our protocol for neuroplasticity. We'll get started. So you can put the TheraBands either in the back or underneath. If you have a block, we can put it between the legs. If you don't have it, don't go grab one. Just it's okay. Just so it can help you kind of like sit straight and not round. All right, allowing the shoulders to relax, the tension to release. Just find your breath. Just arrive on the chair in the present moment. See if the breath wants to deepen a little bit. Beginning to connect to the sensations in the body. As the breath deepens, notice what happens in the abdomen, the ribs, and the chest. Notice the front of the body as that breath deepens. Notice the back of the body. Let's begin to find alternate nostril breathing without using the hands to close the nostrils. So we'll inhale through the left side. Hold that breath at the top for just a second, and then exhale through the right. Hold the breath out. In right. Hold it at the top. Exhale left. Continue that way. And you'll notice the mind wanders sometimes, and just bring it back. It's okay. Let's just do one more round. And on the next breath, just take an inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Let go of whatever you were doing before. Let go of the breathing. And then allow the breath to return to normal, just normal breath. We'll remove the block so we're a little bit more relaxed through the legs. All right, we start with a gentle Tai Chi routine just to warm up through the shoulders and chest. So we'll inhale and exhale. Remember, as you're moving up, you're breathing in the whole time. As you're moving down, you're breathing out the whole time. So it's a slow breath in and a slow breath out, which makes it kind of deep. One more. All right, face the hands towards one another as if you're holding a small ball, and then continue making that circle, recalibrating that breath. Continue moving and breathing. All right, now as if we're lifting a ball out of the water. Breathe in, press it down. Breathe out. Breathe in. We're going to go to the side. We call this pushing the mountain. So we go breathe in, push to the side, breathe out, breathe in to center, and down, exhale. Do a few more rounds. One more time. All right. We swim like a bear. So you come forward, nice heavy bear, pressing back and moving gently back. One more time. All right, arms come above the head. If it hurts the shoulders, keep them in front of the chest instead of above the head. And then we inhale to center, exhale to the side, just keeping the arm at shoulder height on the outside. We'll do one more time. And then coming back to center. Arms cross, you lift, create space around you. You're clearing everything that you don't need, just kind of letting it go on the exhale. One more time. Very good. And then coming back to center, we'll take a breath here. Notice that increase in the heart rate. All right, some gentle cat-cows, just warming up through the spine now, rounding and lifting and moving with that breath. All right, after the next one, hold that cat, bring that chin into the chest, and then coming slowly to neutral. Lift the shoulders up and back. Try to move slow, bringing the shoulders closer to the ears every time we bring them up. Remember, as we go to move at your own pace, if there's anything that's injured or sore, just modify, skip. Right? You are in charge. And we'll lift it up and keep it back and down, lifting that chest forward and tucking the head in. Some gentle neck rolls, really slow. And the other direction. All right, and then coming back to center. All right, arms are gonna go up and to the side as you add a little twist, come back, and then twist to the other direction. So more of an active twist, and then we'll settle it a little bit more passive in a second. One more to each side. And then coming back, just active twist where you just, or passive twist where you hold the knee, you hold the back of the chair, and then try to look as far back as you can, even with the eyes. Like creating a nice stretch, but nothing where there's tension or strain. Come back to center, slowly moving to the other side. Again, see how far the neck can go, the eyes. And then coming back to center, slowly release. Press the hands into the chair, lift the chest up, look where the wall meets the ceiling, unless it's super high ceiling. As you push that chair away, just do one circle left, one circle right, and then keep the head in neutral and then look over to the right side over that shoulder. Come back to center, slowly moving to the other side. All right, and then back to center. Keep the hands there so you can keep that spine nice and long, and then just rotate, warming up at the hip. And rotate the other direction. And then we'll bring that leg out, bring it in. Very good, and then come back to center. The other side, finding the circles. And the other direction. We'll open the leg out and in. And back to center. Let's kick that leg forward, trying to straighten out through the knee. Forward. One more each. All right. Now we hold the knee or below the knee. If your knee hurts, hold underneath. So you're gonna round a little bit through the upper back and open the elbows and then reach the arms open. And again, draw the leg in, open the elbows out, open again, chest rises, a little flow. Open, continue. We'll do one more each side. All right, on the next breath, open, extend the leg long, reach those arms up. And on the next breath, we come and do a little twist towards the knee that's bent. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to center and then towards the other leg. Keep the elbows reaching up and down as you push into the hands. Come back to center, extend the leg. We go to this side first. Last one we just did. Inhale to center and to the other side. Very good. Come back to center. Bring the legs back. Interlace the fingers. Press those arms forward. Lift them up and overhead. Bend the elbows as you reach a little bit over to the side. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. One more each side. Press nice and tall through the head and up. Up and last one. Coming back round slightly through the upper back. Press those arms forward. And then inhale, come back. So if you're holding the chin with the top part of the hand, lift those elbows up. Exhale, bring them down. Touch if you can. Open up. We have just one more. All right, now switch the position of the hands. So the hands are now facing the other direction. Bring the elbows in, let them go. Of course, in this position, they're not gonna come all the way in, but we're gonna feel a nice stretch through the forearm and the wrist. Last one here. Very good, press those arms out and then bring the arms to the side. And we go side to side, pressing those hands, activating through the arms. One more to each side. Hold the chair and reach over and hold it here. Take a deep breath. Exhale fully. Deep breath. 2 breaths on the other side. Reach nice and long. Create space between the ribcage. Release down. One more back bend here. Holding the chair, you lean forward and then look between your feet. Inhale, lift those heels off the floor. Release the arms. We're in seated chair as we hinge slightly forward. Next breath, release the arms onto the legs. Drop the heels down. Open the legs a little bit. Now, if I'm able to lift and drop down, then I'll do that. If not, just kind of push yourself a little bit off the chair, even if you don't lift all the way up. Try not to plop yourself down with control. That's it. And then release. All right, open up. Create space as you press that leg back. Come back to center. Open up. And come back to center. All right, let's do some trunk circles just to loosen up through the back. We go the other direction. All right, and come back to center. All right, we're going to start first with the TheraBand. We'll work with that first. So remember, I recommend you get the loop TheraBand, which is the one that's rounded, but if you don't have that one, I'll modify the movements we're going to do today. And then we have that long TheraBand. Let's say I don't have a TheraBand, you can still work with resistance. So you're going to pretend you have a TheraBand and you're going to go a little bit against resistance, sort of how we do in Tai Chi, but with a little bit more tension than that. So we're going to begin with the palms of the hands facing up. All right, keeping those shoulders externally rotated. And remember, if I'm doing too many, I won't. But if you feel like it's too many, you can always skip it or take breaks. So we open and we close. As we do this, I want you to kind of squeeze your rhomboids together, right? So squeeze the scapula in and out. So try not to bend the wrist or do any movement that might feel kind of weird. Let me mute everybody because not everybody's muted. Okay, now we are. Okay, so we go here, we open, we close, nice and slow. We'll open and hold it and then release it. So some of you are not able to open completely. That's because your hands are too close. So just find that sweet spot that is not super loose and you're not feeling anything, but you're able to open completely. Yeah, that's good. All right, let it go. Roll those shoulders up and back. Just take a little break and wiggle the arms a bit. All right, we'll hold it like this. We'll alternate between these two exercises. So the palms of the hands are facing down. And this is kind of the same. I'm just going to go open and close 3 times. Come back to center, release. And then we do the other part of the X, right? You go 3, have control, 2, 1. Very good. Release. All right, just see how that feels. 3, 2. On the 1, we're going to hold it. 3, 2, 1. Release. We go here. 3, 2. On the 3rd, we hold. 3, 2, 1. Release. All right, take a little break there. Roll the shoulders. We go back to palms facing up. If you want to make it a little closer, right? Like maybe you felt like it wasn't enough and you feel warmed up already. You're going to close it a little bit. We're not going to come where it loses that resistance. So we're going to keep it a little bit closed so it still has, or it's a little open so it keeps the resistance. Very good. We have 2 more. 2, 1. And then release. Move those shoulders up and back. All right, now we're going to keep them closed in. You're going to keep the elbows glued into the rib cage, and the hands are going to be right aligned with those elbows. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Just kind of move a little bit through the shoulders. We come back to that X. If you want to make it a little bit closer, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We'll take a little break before we do the 5, and then that's it with those. We won't be doing more reps of that. We go 5. All right, release. Let it go. All right, the palm of the hand goes here, palm facing up. This one's kind of hold here. This is the bow and arrow, right? So we go straight with this arm. This one does not move, right? The left arm. You're just going to pull back. 5. Notice when I pull back, think of a bow and arrow, right? We do this thing, this motion. That's all you're doing. So don't complicate it. This arm is straight. Think of you're holding that bow there. You're going to pull it back. Very good. I think some of you are still doing it. So if you were, then stop. Yeah, good. And then let it go, shake it off, move it a little bit. I'm just doing 1 round with this one. So palm facing up on the right and then holding back, straight back. That's it, along the chest. Elbow aligned with shoulder. That's it, that's the one. Oh, everybody's got it. How many more do you think we have? If you were live, you'd say just 1. All right, that's what I would say. All right, let it go, let it go. All right, we're gonna take a little break, right? So just put this down. Little break before we continue with the TheraBand. We're just gonna do a little exercise. So some of you are gonna recognize this, but we haven't done this in so long. And then for some people, it's new. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the words. So what word is this? It is not blue, it's yellow, right? And then black, red, and green. So read all the way to the bottom the word. So estamos leyendo la palabra, no el color. When you finish, you give me thumbs up. Oh, Judy, there you go, very good. All right, once you finish, now I want you to find the color. Do not read the word. So it's blue, it's green, it's black, it's red, okay? So read, ahora es el color, no la palabra. And I need thumbs up so I know that you're done, but don't hurry. Don't hurry. Okay, thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Melba. Thank you, Judy. Okay, Holly. Thank you. All right. I'm going to include this with our recording, with the recording that I'm going to send you of the class. I'm going to include this if you want to practice or if you just want to show it to somebody and mess around, okay? All right. All right. The next one we're going to do, if I don't have a loop TheraBand, right? If I have a loop TheraBand, all I'm going to do is bring that TheraBand up here above my knees, not on my knees, above my knees. If I don't have a TheraBand, you can do this one, right? The big one that you have, and turn it around a couple times, and guess what? You already got a little one, right? So that's if you don't have the loop. Otherwise, we don't need this anymore. Ok, so Patricia, para usted, se va a poner las manos afuera y se va a apretar, right? So this is for Patricia, because she doesn't have the band. So you, como apretando como contra resistencia. Y cuando vamos adentro, vamos así, ¿verdad? Vamos a alternar. All right, so the rest of us, we're going to go open the feet a little bit, about the width of your chair. And then we're going to go pressing out. Make sure the band is in the right place. If it's too far forward, it's going to roll up. So keep it right above the knees, like on the inside here. See, not on top of the knee, but above. Now, depends what band you have. If you have a black one, after a while, you're going to be like, oh my goodness gracious. So it depends on the band. It might be too easy, it might be too hard, or it might be just right. And remember, as we progress with these, you can change TheraBands, right? If you feel like you're getting stronger, maybe you're doing them during the week again on your own, then you might need something heavier eventually. Okay, you can stay right here with these, right? You don't need to stand up. If you feel like you can stand up, remember, you can always put a chair in front of you, right? You don't have to stand up just like that. You can always hold on to something in front. So we're gonna come up. Now, notice when I do this that I'm not rounding like this or doing, I'm just keeping a little hinge on the hip and the chest lifted. We're gonna press out just to get that feeling on how that movement goes. We're gonna go leg out, bring it back in. Just please make sure you feel safe, otherwise we go behind our chair, which we're gonna go in a second. Okay, very good. One more. All right, we go back to the chair. Take a moment. Now we're gonna open the legs wide, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our sit and stand with our legs wide. All right, so don't close the legs if you can. So we're gonna go up, keep the knees pressing out, and then slowly sit back down. Okay, I'm about done with these. Two. Is that bad? 3, 4. It's like adding a sit and stand, a little spice. 5, and then come back to center. Take a breath in and a breath out. Just let that heart rate go down. Allow the body to connect to whatever sensation's happening. All right, this time we're gonna stand up and we're gonna go behind the chair. If you feel steady, remember there's always a chair you can be behind. If your balance is a little bit off, just go to the side, stand up, and then you can just slowly, gently turn around. All right, so I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna stand nice and tall, okay? We're gonna do a little circle with that hip, adding that gentle resistance. So go slowly around, try to go forward and slightly back. We're gonna do 3, and hold on with both hands if you need to, and then go the other direction. Very good. Remember, you can do this seated if needed. Pueden quedarse sentados. 3, 2, 1, and then we go the other direction. Come back to center. All right, lift the knee up, place it back down. Knee up. Again, if I need to hold on with both hands, just try not to bend forward. Try to stay upright. Knee up, knee up. Knee up and hold. Very good. Come back, knee up and hold. Just one more each side. Last one. All right, take a breath. Just find mountain pose. Deep inhalation, full exhalation. All right, the next one we're gonna do is you're gonna hold on to the chair to begin with. Some of you can hold on to your hips if you know you're steady on your legs. Turn the foot about a 45 degrees, and then from here, with that heel, press back diagonally. You're gonna find your glute medius, and you feel it as soon as you go up. You're like, there it is. Now, the leg that has the weight, you can bend that knee slightly if you're having trouble with balance. That's 3, 4. Try not to do this, please. Stay upright. We're just trying to isolate that glute. Very good. 6, 7. We're just doing 8. Hold it on the 8 and pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake the other leg a little bit because that's the one that feels the work sometimes the most. Okay, we go on the other side. You stay where you are. I'm just going to turn around so you can see my leg. We turn the foot at 45. You kick that leg straight back and diagonally. Right, from heel, a diagonal line out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th, we hold and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, let it go. Take a moment. Someone coming in. All right, just take a breath in and out. All right, since this is the first time we do this in this series, let's just come back, take this off. Please be careful. And then we'll do a few more next time. But now you know, right, what we use those TheraBands for. If you want a little bit of water, you can take it. I'm going to stretch a little bit through those muscles before we continue. All right, let's begin. When you're ready, finish up your water if you're still drinking. So pressing back, and you can hinge slightly forward, just stretching through the inner thighs. And then draw that knee in. Cross over to the side, and then lean slightly forward. Keep your chest lifted and straighten out through the back leg. Lift the chest, lift the head, keep the head over the shoulders, that's it. Come back to center, draw that knee in, rotate over to the other side, and again, to make that leg straight, I'm gonna hinge slightly forward, but I'm gonna keep my chest and my head lifted. All right, and on the next breath, we come back to center, walk the feet back, and then on the next breath, we're doing that pigeon, that figure 4, so you can keep the foot down if the knee or the hip is not happy in this position, otherwise that leg comes up here. Okay, reach up nice and tall and try to press the sit bones into the chair. See if you can lengthen through the arms and through the crown of your head. Long spine. All right, next breath, keep that lift in the chest as you slightly come forward. Whew, there's that hip. And then come a little bit over towards that knee, just a bit, just a bit. Come back and then a little bit more towards the foot. You have a little bit more range there towards the foot. And then on the next breath, release. If the flexibility is there, you can keep the arms here. If you prefer to be upright, it's perfectly fine too. All right, on that next breath, we release the leg, just kind of move it a little bit. All right, and then release again. The other side, whether you're doing it here or up here, just find whichever works. Find the stretch, right? Noticing how one side is so different than the other side. Reach those arms up and overhead. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Create space in that spine. Arms along the ears as you hinge slightly forward. A little bit over towards the knee, but not too much. And then a little bit more towards the foot. And coming back to center, whether you're putting the arms here and resting or staying more upright. Right, so whichever works. And the next breath slowly brings us back. We move that leg a little bit in and out. All right, long spine, sit upright. Find that deep breath in, hold it at the top for a second. Exhale. Hold that breath out. Take it again through the nose. Hold it at the top. Exhale fully. Hold it out. Do that one more time. In through the nose. Hold it at the top. Exhale. Hold it out. All right, it's a deep breath in. Reach those arms up. We fold forward. You can go all the way down where the hands go on the feet, or you can stay a little bit more upright like me. It's up to you. See if the head can move. It's saying yes. Releasing through that neck. And slowly coming back to center. Reach those arms up and overhead. Exhale. One more deep breath. Now, as you continue to breathe and move through the practice, notice how the breath deepens, right? You're starting to create more breath capacity. So just begin to notice that as we stand up and continue. So you are welcome to stay seated as always. But if you're coming up with me, we come and stand behind that chair. All there? All right, very good. Open the feet a little bit and then just loosen up. It's always nice to do to loosen up the spine, create movement in those arms. One more. And then bring those arms behind. Interlace your fingers. Lift the chest up and forward. Look up. See if that chest can stay lifted as you hinge halfway. Arms are going to stay right there where they are. Feel the back of the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, and then lengthen and reach those arms along the ears. Remember, if the shoulders hurt, keep the arms more in front or at heart center. So it's up to you where you keep those arms. Okay, we go all the way up, reach up. Exhale again, folding forward. This time the hands above the knees instead of behind. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms along the ears or bring them at heart center. Again, inhale all the way up. This is the last time here. Exhale, folding forward. Maybe the hands come below the knees if that feels okay. Still a flat back, still a head above the heart. Inhale through that last seated position, lifting all the way up. And then we come back to mountain pose. Feet come together or closer together. You take a deep breath in and a full breath out. All right, it's a down dog behind the chair, right? Press all the way back. Pedal the feet, lifting one heel and the other heel. Bring that right leg between the legs of the chair for warrior one. You can keep the hands here, or we're gonna reach the arm or the arms behind as we lift the chest in warrior one. So instead of arms above the head, I'm going here for a gentle lift of the heart. Straighten out that front leg, send it all the way back. We're just here for a second, and then we switch that leg, come forward, bend the knee, keep that back leg straight. Again, if the other arm wants to release, maybe both arms, they go back the same way. Lift that chest up and forward. And then inhale. This time we walk that leg forward instead of back, coming back into mountain. All right, we're gonna do the Hara Kumbhaka today. We haven't done that in ages. Can't even remember the last time I did that. So remember, everybody in the classes do it, right? We got it from Dr. Gara. She teaches this as a way to release tension, but it's also a coordination exercise. So remember, you pull prana as you do it. So you go inhale, and we go ha, and we exhale, right? So that's the movement as we're moving those legs. Ha. Make sure you breathe in because you do a bunch of ha's and you're gonna be seeing stars soon. So deep breath in, and the ha is that exhale. So the legs go like this. You're gonna bring the right leg forward as you pull prana. You come back to the Hara center, which is right below the navel. You're gonna bring the other leg forward, ha, right? The left. I'm mirroring you. I know that's my right. And then we're gonna go towards the side, right first, ha, come back to Hara, and then we go to the other side, ha. And then we do a quiet seated chair, which can be a little, so the interlacing of the fingers, and then you do it just a little chair. All right? So let's see how I do, because I'm trying to mirror you. So remember, it's right leg, left leg, and then you go to the side, right leg, left leg, and then the quiet seated chair. Shall we do it? All right. Breathe in. Ha. You're coming forward. Back to the Hara center, hands on the abdomen. Inhale. Ha. Back to the Hara. Ha. Very good. Inhale. Ha. Interlace the fingers, reach. I'm going to do one more round with you, and then you're going to try it once alone. Okay? Breathe in. Ha. 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 Very nice. Come back, take a moment. All right, you try it on your own. Go, Melba. Melba is like, I'm already doing it. I got this. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Mhm. Oh, that was so good. I love the speed. Like some people are going fast, like I have a lot of energy. Some people are going slower. So that was great. That was great. All right, let's come back to seated. I'll get close because we're going to do some of the finger gymnastics. So if you want a little bit more water, so that one's always fun, right? Every time we need like a little pick me up, even if it's just seated and pulling prana, you can always do it, but it's a fun one to do. All right, we're going to begin with this one today, where we bring the middle ones touching, the other ones open, and then you switch it and you try to open in the middle, and then try to alternate. Of course, I'm showing you with my left hand because that's my best hand. And then do the other hand. Oh, right hand. And then, of course, we try to do both, right? Both hands if possible. And then the one I don't like, which is the middle ones touch, and then the ones on the other hand are out. And then you try to switch it. Oh, dear Lord. At the same time. Oh, try to relax. I feel like I have so much tension in my arms. It's like I'm gonna get this. All right, try to do a relax. I noticed I was tensing. That's why I was saying it. All right, shake it off, open, close. Okay, this one's gonna be, let me see, it's like this. So you're gonna open the thumb and then the pinky. So the hands are like this, they're just closed. One thumb and then the other hand is the pinky. And then you're gonna switch thumb and pinky. And of course, in an ideal world, I'm trying to switch it at the same time, but I'll just do the best I can today. All right, no stress. All right, this one's gonna go like this. It's gonna point to the thumbs up. Thumbs up, this one's pointing, and then this one's gonna point to the thumbs up. This one gets me, I gotta go slow with this one. Oh, so you're pointing to the thumbs up. Very good. All right, let's do this one where we do the hands here, and then one hand is palm facing down, one's a fist, and then you're gonna switch and do it at the same time. And then try to speed it up. Once I get it, then I try to speed it up. Otherwise, I keep it slow because the idea is that I get it, not that I speed it up. Very good. Open and close. All right, we'll do the one where the thumbs are on the inside, then they're on the outside. I do that a few times. And then, of course, I switch it where one thumb is inside, but the other one's outside. And I try to switch them at the same time. Try to go slow. So one inside, one outside, and then I switch it. Yeah, very nice. All right. Now we do this one. We hold the first, the two middle, and then this one's here. So here you have peace sign, here you have horns. And then we're going to switch. Let me see if I can switch it. So try one hand if you're having trouble. So horns, and then peace sign, horns, peace sign. And then horns, peace sign. Oh, you see, like this one, my right is better. I'm telling you, there's no secret. Very good. And then on this one, you try to do once a peace sign, once a, and then switch it up. So we try a few times and we let it go, and then we try again the next day, see how it goes. Every time it's a little bit different, right? It gets a little easier. We'll start with the pinky here, coming all the way to the index. And then we start with the index here, going all the way to the pinky. So When you finish, you should have one finger on the pinky, one on the index, right? Because you're going, you see? And of course, if I'm getting stuck, I go one hand at a time until I get it. And then we try closing the eyes and seeing how that goes, right? Noticing that connection. All right, and then we'll let it go. Take a moment, take a breath in and out. See if you can relax completely any tension you might have created. See if you can do some of those just within your mind's eye, right? You're not doing with your hands, but you are kind of revisiting maybe the one that was the hardest for you. All right, do a gentle tense release from the feet all the way to the face and relax. Lift again, all the way up, release. One more time and release. All right. We're going to try the alternate nostril breathing that we did at the beginning, but no hand, no hand. I know we do it always with a hand, but we're trying to do it with mind's, with the attention, right, in the mind's eye. So the breath comes in through the left, goes out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. Notice how you're doing now versus at the beginning of the class, right, when the energy is still like all over the place. It might be the same, but notice if it's not. Do one more round. Finish the exhale through the left side. That's the last side. And then you're letting that breath come back to normal. You're not going to change anything about the breath. There's nothing else to do. I just want you to notice the body from the crown of the head down through the muscles of the face, the shoulders, the back, chest and abdomen, hips and legs, down through the feet. As you scan the body, notice where there's tension. Maybe there's holding. Maybe there's tightness or strong sensation due to pain or injury or just discomfort. See what area of the body is seeking attention. And without that desire of changing anything, just accepting things as they are, see if you can just relax the area and the muscles around it. Now, if it's more than one area, maybe you spend some time in one area and then visit the other area. Maybe your eyes stay closed for the relaxation. Maybe you want to go flat on your back. However you want to do it, just try to settle, relaxing fully into the present moment. without changing anything. Begin to take note of the breath. Don't change it, don't deepen it, nothing. Just notice the breath coming and going at the tip of the nose. Notice the temperature of the breath as it comes, as it goes. As you begin to deepen the breath, notice where you feel that movement in your body, that change or shift. Begin by moving the fingers and the toes. See what else you want to move. Maybe your shoulders. Maybe the head wants to circle. Allowing the eyes to open. We'll take a breath together, reaching arms up and overhead. Exhale, coming to heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude towards yourself for doing the work. You can say your name after namaste as you thank yourself for practice. Namaste. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming to meet me at 4:30. Let me know if you have any questions. Of course.
Thank you, Grisell.